Hi everyone, it's Riya and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be some Christmas gift ideas. So the first one is a robin hand warmer. To start, I cut out 2 pieces of burgundy material. Next, I cut out 1 slightly smaller piece of red material. And then I cut out an even smaller piece of white material. And this is going to be our robin's tummy. So first I sewed the red and the white piece together. For this I just used running stitch. And then once that was done, I sewed that onto one of the pieces of burgundy material. My material wasn't really burgundy, it was more of like a deep purple, but if you have brown, that's a lot better. To make hand warmers, all you need is 2 pieces of material, sew them together and fill it with rice and sew the top of it together again. But this clip is a lot longer because I'm showing you how I made the design of the robin. I thought a robin would be really cute and festive for Christmas. So as you can see here, I'm sewing the red piece onto the purple piece. I think this craft took me about an hour, but that probably would have been less if I hadn't spent so much time doing the design. So if you are thinking of making a hand warmer, if you do it without a design, know that it will be a lot quicker to make. So once I finished sewing all those coloured pieces together, I added a beak, which I used orange felt to make. I did think about using yellow felt, but it just looked a bit too pale. And then I used some more white material, which I cut into really small circles, and I used those as eyes. I did think about stitching on the eyes, but it just took way too long and the stitches were really too small, so I would definitely suggest using material. Also, don't worry about the back of this front piece looking really messy, because once it's sewn together you won't even see it. So I sewed it together, but I left an open part right at the bottom of the robin. This is to allow space for me to fill it with rice, which is what is going to be like the stuffing of our robin. And so to use this, you basically just put it in the microwave for about 10 or 15 seconds and it warms it up and it's a really cute, cozy hand warmer. Also, if you want the seams to look slightly neater, you can stitch it and then turn it inside out. But if you have a design on it, I would suggest sewing it together with the design facing inwards, so that when you fold it out, it's facing outwards and the seams are neat. So as you can see here, I made a little paper funnel so that I can put the rice into the hand warmer. I ended up just scooping it up because pouring it was way too messy. So once you filled it up, you're going to get another piece of thread and you're just going to sew that seam closed. A tip for when you're doing this is to make it really, really tight so that none of the rice granules fall out. So I'm just sewing that up, and then when I'm done, I made a really tight knot. In the future, I will think about doing a video about sewing all the different stitches and techniques and tips. But for now, here is the final overall robin hand warmer. Next is a DIY pocket notebook. So for this, I did make a mini notebook, but this design applies to any size. You could make it A4, A5, you can make it as big or as small as you want. Basically, I just folded an A4 piece of paper in half again and again, cut it again and again until I had pieces of equal sized paper. Then I put all the seams together and I stapled it. And I do suggest pushing really hard with that stapler because I had to try so many times because the staples kept just falling out. So next you're going to back that on a piece of paper, a coloured paper. I used baby blue. Then you can decorate it however you want. This is such a cute and easy gift to make. Next is a knitted craft. So I'm going to be making a bookmark. I have to be honest, this is not the best piece of knitting I've ever done. I was in a real rush to make it because I had so many other things to film. But in the future, like I said with the sewing, I'll make a video dedicated on how to knit and I'll show you step by step, really slowly, how to do it. I will do that in the future. I'm not quite sure when, but maybe in the new year once I finished all my Christmas videos. But for those of you who already know how to knit, I'm just going to tell you the measurements. So I think I cast on 8 stitches and I did about 6 rows, maybe 7. I did make a lot of mistakes when I was doing this, so there are so many holes. But if you take your time and pay attention to what you're doing, it will be really neat and flawless. And so the way that this bookmark is going to look, it's just going to be a little square, and then at the end I'm going to add another piece of coloured wool, and I'm kind of going to give it like a tassel. This video would be so long if I showed you how long it took me to make it, so I did speed it up and I did some pauses and I stitched it off camera. As you can see, there are 2 holes. Yeah, this is not my best piece of knitting work. And so after about 6 or 7, maybe it was 8 rows, actually it might have been even more, I cast off. And then I added a tassel. I didn't film me doing this because I didn't think of a tassel until after I finished filming, but you can add it. And the final craft is Christmas jewelry. So to start, I just got a necklace that I already have, and then I got these Christmassy beads that I found that I've never had a real use for, so I clipped it onto my necklace. And then I got a piece of thread and I did the same for a bracelet. The necklace one literally took me 5 seconds. You just open the clip, wrap it around the necklace, close it. And for the bracelet, I just added a bunch of charms and beads. I do suggest using the proper elasticated material, like the string material that for the bracelet. I think you can get it in most craft stores and it definitely works better than using thread. And it turned out really cute. Here are the final designs. They look adorable and I really love them. They also make great gifts for Christmas and they're super easy to do. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe and leave a comment down below. I'll see you next time. Bye!